There we go. Welcome everyone to Cisco Canada. Whoa, I gotta turn that gain down.
You got to turn that gain down.
I gotta turn the gain down. Anyways,
you know me and my
everyone.
volume.
Dude, I gotta do the intro. Welcome everyone to our Cisco's Virtual Kitchen podcast show. We have the legend, Chef Poyan here. Right there. You're the legend, dude.
Me? Oh, you're
the legend.
Oh, you're too funny.
You are a legend. Like, seriously.
No,
do you have a book?
Good.
Do you have a book out?
I will never write a book. No.
No? Why not?
No, I'm not that facetious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that good.
No. Nobody needs to know about. No.
Welcome to Influencer Fridays. We do an Influencer Friday every Friday where we have amazing chefs like Chef Poyan, legend, review restaurant products. We rate everything good, great, or wow. And if you don't know this, you might already notice that we're also one of the top 25 most followed podcasts on this planet. Kaboom! How you like that?
We're not even a true crime, and we're on the top 25. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
I can always make this true crime if you want, but no.
That's right. So, anyways, now that we bragged a little bit,
that was you bragging, not me.
No,
I don't brag.
I don't brag. Our system.
No, it's all good.
Your system. All right, what are we doing today, Chef? What are we reviewing
Welcome to the
today?
Test Kitchen. I am Chef Poyan, culinary director here at Ocean Mama Seafood. We are here because Cisco Canada is a proud sponsor of Junior Culinary Team Canada and Culinary Team BC. They just actually are landing today from Luxembourg, winning 1 gold medal, 1 silver for junior team, and Team BC, which is also the communicator in Canada, representing Canada, won 2nd place in the world as they won gold in their category as well, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously, like,
huge.
You know, we think about it. I've gone through a year and a half with them right now, doing everything with them. And to get to that point is very actually emotional. And I know everybody was emotional about it. So it was a great,
it's huge.
It's huge. And you know what? Thank you, Cisco Canada, of course, for sponsoring the team. Here we are for Campbell's soups. So I want to make sure we get one thing right, though, because Campbell's has so many different levels of their products. And this one is the Verve brand, okay? We're discussing the Verve. Oh, there it is. Verve soups, right?
Verve soups.
Verve soups. So this is the highest top tier product from Campbell's.
Nothing gets higher?
Nothing right now, nothing gets higher, but the bar, which we're going to taste today, I'm sure they're hitting it pretty high with these things. I did a little bit of reading. I haven't actually tasted any of these soups, but of course, over the years of being a chef and an apprentice, and before all those, you work at different levels of establishments. Campbell's, of course, I've had many a chili and many a soups and sauces, right? Stocks, especially meals that come with Campbell. So there's a lot of different levels of it. There's the condensed ones that you have to, add water or milk or cream to it. These ones are ready to go in the pouch. So before we start tasting, I always like to show packaging and how to get it to that point. So I have a big pot over here. So these are 4 by 4 pounds. This is the tomato bisque soup. So this was frozen only 45 minutes ago. I honestly came in, threw them all in big pots of water, and they come to temp. This is all loose. It only took about 25 minutes in a big pot of water. So
you've never tasted. This is another thing we have to tell everyone.
Yes.
Chef has never.
I haven't tasted it. I haven't tasted these ones. Of course, I'd be lying if I said I've never tasted Campbell's.
I know you don't.
I've never tasted these ones. No, I don't lie. I don't lie.
So no baloney.
So as it comes with all frozen products, they hit the peak consistency when they're simmered. So as much as you steam them to get it super hot, you still need to simmer it to get the activation of the starches, okay? If there's any starches in it. So it's just safer to say, that smells delicious. That smells delicious.
Whoa.
What? I'm just going to the stove. What?
I want to talk about soup here for a second. Is that all we do with soup at home too, Chef? Is just activate the...
Yeah, when you're... Let me just throw this out 1 second. Yeah, so, when you're thickening something like gravies and when you add cornstarch and something to thicken it all up, those starches activate at 100 degrees Celsius, which is simmering. So you have to do that to get it to the thickest part. And if you keep simmering it, it gets thicker because you're reducing the amount of water in it, not because the starch is getting thicker. Once it hits 100, it's thick, right? So that's kind of how that works. So I'm going to throw this on, so I do simmer it.
I did not know
I get
that.
the proper. Well, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. I try. I'm just aging myself there, Jay. So I'm going to throw that to simmer before we start tasting these products. So
What's
today
the
we
worst thing you
have,
can do to a soup, chef?
what's the worst thing you can do? You can burn the hell out of the bottom by leaving it on the stovetop and just, forgetting about it. But this product makes it stupid simple for you because it's a high quality product. I can smell that green Thai curry from here. I can smell the
Oh,
lemongrass and the basil. I can smell that lobster
you've
bisque
never
coming
had
from
that
that
before?
side. No, not off of like a manufactured soup or sauce, right?
This is a
Like this
huge
is
test.
like
This is a
like
test
like
today.
when we get into this like look at this green Thai curry. Look at this. I don't know if you see the color, but it's like
Yeah, I do. I
green,
do. I
right?
do.
It's green, and this has been simmering for 20 minutes already. Usually the color just leaves, right? So this is ridiculous. So I'm excited to taste it. It smells delicious. So we have the green Thai curry with real chicken, and again, this is the Verve brand of Campbell, so everything is
Hmm.
high quality. So real stocks, low sodium, and what I love about their pamphlet
Now,
is that
chef.
they, yes, their
Yeah.
pamphlet, their pamphlet of products all
What?
comes with lots of information
Oh, a
on
little picture.
sodium levels and vegetarians and all these little doohickeys with what it is and what it stands for and all the vegan stuff, the low sodium, the low in fat, the calorie watch, the vegetarians. So information I love, which gets a wow.
What's a doohickey?
Packaging, little symbols, what you call it, you know,
You can use the word,
doohickey. Come
but
on, doohickey.
doohickey.
Yeah. So again, I want to emphasize again. I haven't tasted them, but I've read about it. So like the lobster bisque, real lobster, no surimi. A lot of places they say lobster, they just use colored surimi, which is pollock, right? Which is a type of fish. Like surimi in your California roll is not crab; it's a fish, right? So this has
Hmm.
real lobster in it, not surimi. And then the beef bistro we're going to taste is actually sous vide beef. So I'm excited to see how tender it is too, from only simmering it for like 5 minutes, right?
Well,
And
no,
then the
okay.
timid, yes,
Do chef?
question,
Sorry, I was going to
question in the
answer. I was
front,
going, chef. I was going to go. I was going to ask you before you went
yes,
into the demoing the POS of the soup.
yes,
I was going to ask you, do you find like inexpensive soups to have a high sodium? Is that the trick?
inexpensive. That's what it's
Yeah.
known for, right? And like you start thinking about canned products, and you're like, oh, high sodium. Maybe
Yeah.
that's like back in the day, but again,
Does that
it is
happen
a,
anymore?
you know, I'm sure it does, and that's why we always have to watch our sodium levels, especially when it's a condensed product too. Like things get condensed
Yeah.
down. You add water, canned product. So sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. There's a
Right.
lot of product now that is low sodium, and there's a lot of new rules with labeling instructions for these types of retail products, right? And food service, right? So a lot of rules
Hmm.
have made it a lot more open to the public, and now manufacturers are really watching what they do, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying it's just maybe that's the what used to happen years ago. I feel we've gone away from that, but you should still read your nutritional facts and labels, right? Why did I
There
go
you go.
red there? I don't know why it went all red on my
I
screen.
well, I thought I changed it to the Campbell's color.
Sounds good. As long as it wasn't like snowfall warning, it's all good.
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, we can put that on there if you want.
No, no problem.
So chef, the
Yes.
color. So I want you to go through everything because this. I don't. Do people make soup still in a restaurant from scratch?
Oh, of course. There's a lot of manufacturers that make it from scratch. I have a thing that we do some scratch soups as well. We make our own stocks,
Okay.
but labor force is huge.
Yeah.
Finding somebody to do it consistently
Mm-hmm.
every
Mm-hmm.
time
Mm-hmm.
it's just super hard. Like it's really hard. Anybody can have a recipe. I will share any recipe you want any day, but there's no way somebody's going to make that the same as I do. There's so many
Yeah.
different nuances of how long you cook things or how long you simmer things and how you do little things that will change the end product. So having a consistent product is stupid hard. So that's why a high-end product like this might be great for your establishment. It'd be a hotel, a restaurant, a chain. Like having consistency is what makes you successful, right? Having that
Yeah.
customer come back and back and back for that one product really does make a loyal customer. So if you find a high quality product that's consistent and great for your price point, and you have to pay no labor, because even a first year student that's coming out of just you can do this and it'll be consistent every time. Great. I give a recipe for beef and barley to somebody, it's not going to happen, right? So
Still make beef and barley.
Do people make beef and barley? Of course, it's a classic,
I
right?
know, but it's
That's
I
why
haven't
Italian
heard
soup
beef
is
and
still.
barley for like
I
20
don't know. I
years.
haven't beef and barley. So this is bistro beef and vegetables. So don't let me make it. So I'm gonna start with this one. My tomato soup is still. Oh, it's simmering. It's gonna see. Actually, this one was really good. It's the same consistency, which tells me there's no like starchy stuff in it. But then products like lobster bisque and stuff have to have a starch in it to thicken it up, right? So
Mhm.
once you open that bag up, you get a little worried. But no, it's just natural splitting, but then it comes back together once you simmer it. It just activates everything, right? So don't get too worried about it. I make a gravy and I freeze it and it splits because it's just a flour base with stock. And once you
Yeah.
simmer it, it all comes back together, right? So there's really no problems there. So I see corn, I see barley, I see this beef. I'm actually really excited to try. Consistency is great. This is hot, so I might burn myself. I apologize. Little bean action in there, carrots, all cut up all the same size, which is always good. I like to come here, show the nice. Ooh, is that better?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Good pieces there. Look at that beef there. I'm actually gonna try some of the beef first because I'm really excited. So sous vide beef, eh? Which makes it more tender and the flavor stays in there better.
Okay, never bite. No bites before. First time
Super
ever.
tender, not dry, which is really good. It's really hard to
What do you mean dry? It's a soup.
because no, I meant the beef.
Okay.
You overcook beef and it becomes dry, even if it's in a wet application.
Really?
You know what I mean? Oh,
You
absolutely,
can serious?
absolutely. Yeah.
God, you teach me so much.
Jay, we can talk for hours. Only you only have half an hour of me every time. So
Oh, there you go.
this is delicious, man. I'm just
Is
gonna
it
keep
good?
eating it. Give me a. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Great amount of pepper. Good consistency. Veggies aren't mushy at all. Actually, the carrots actually have a little bite to them,
Really?
which is good. Yeah. No, it's actually really good. Would I say anything about this? No. Like nothing wrong with it. Bistro beef. You can sell this at any establishment,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have consistent product, and nobody would say anything to you whatsoever.
Where
What's
are we
this?
gonna
What's this
go?
little
What are we
sticker?
doing?
What's
Good,
this little
good, great.
sticker?
Good,
Where
great, or
where's
wow?
my sticker? Well, you know
Good.
my level. Good, great, wow.
You gonna go wow?
Oh yeah, no, this is delicious. Like packaging's easy,
Yeah.
cooking's easy. It's delicious as hell. Why would I knock it down for anything?
No, I just
Love
want to
it,
make sure
love it. No,
we don't want to go back on our promise.
no. I'm gonna take one more bite though. Sorry. Love it, love it. All right, that was delicious. I'm gonna go to the lobster bisque because I know the lemongrass and everything might overpower the bisque. So I'm actually gonna go to the lobster bisque if you're okay with that. So the
Oh,
lobster
you've never
bisque.
had this, hey?
I've never had the lobster bisque from Campbell's. It's made with real lobster. I see red peppers in there. I see some garnishes as well.
Hmm.
This is the bisque. So technically, in a bisque, you don't really have too many garnishes to begin with. It's more of a like consistency like this usually thickened with traditionally thickened with rice, but I'm sure there's so you see some garnishes in there, some lobster, some
That's what you want. You want to see a little
yeah,
lobster, right?
yeah, little lobster, little peppers here, little flavoring, little. I'm guessing that's potato in there. I didn't actually read the ingredient deck. No, that's onion
Hmm.
right there. Smells like lobster. Oh yeah, this is delicious as well, Jay. Do you not have any?
No, I gotta talk. We gotta get that
What's going
fixed.
on?
Now that I
What's
don't
going on?
travel, now I'm not traveling, I can actually get it in my studio. So
So Jay,
yes, but I've
oh
had
that's
this one
good.
before. That's why I
That's
want
good.
to let you know.
Okay, so good, great, wow, right? Great. Okay. I'm gonna give it a wow if this works. I'm gonna start with
Okay.
great. I'm gonna
Well,
give it a
wait.
wow
Whoa,
if this
whoa,
works.
whoa,
I'm gonna tell
whoa,
you why.
whoa. What are you
Give me a sec.
doing?
So in our lobster again. I don't know the price point. You're gonna have to check with Cisco the price point. Usually, lobster bisque is super expensive. So what we've done in the past for especially events, we make a thing called lobster cappuccino. So what I did was,
What?
I know. So I have my little fancy glass bowl here. I got the garnishes from the actual. So I actually strained it and put it into my NO2 canister.
You
It's
strain the
warm.
soup.
Yeah, I strained the soup and put all the garnishes from there in here. Now, can you see this?
Yeah.
So this, oh yeah, this is called a lobster cappuccino.
Are you kidding me?
I did nothing to this except strain it and then add it into my little machine. Look at that.
Are you kidding me?
And look how stable that is. I love
I
this,
know.
Jay. This is a freaking wow. Look at that.
I'm just gonna throw.
You know
that
how
up.
hard that is to
Put it
do?
on there.
This is hard. So,
Are you
see how
kidding
it's
me?
not sinking? Glass bowl, so it's super hot, but because it's a double bottom, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a lobster cappuccino. Look how sexy that looks.
Are you
Look at
kidding
that.
me?
Look at that. Lobster sauce. You know, use it as a lobster foam. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Wow. There you go, Jay.
Taste it.
Oh, yeah. It's so airy and delicious.
Oh my god,
You have no idea.
I'm dying here.
Oh, Jay. You were in Vancouver and you missed me. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude.
That was spectacular.
Did you see that?
So, lobster foam. So literally, I just strained it and put it into my canister with NO2 charge.
That's it.
And it times it goes on forever. It goes on forever and ever. Like, look at that. You hear that? It's like 10 times the volume. You know. So you just really just stretched out your dollar so much by making lobster cappuccino.
What's it
Now
taste
I haven't
like?
checked. It tastes exactly like that lobster bisque, but more aerated. It's an amazing like mouth feel. So I would actually, again, I haven't checked because they have so many products. I'm sure they have a lobster sauce, and if they don't, they should make a lobster sauce. Because that is an amazing garnish to go along with like a seafood chowder. Instead of a seafood chowder, you do all the vegetables, maybe you put like a salmon and scallop and stuff,
Yeah,
and they use like a lobster sauce. So lobster foam. And you know what? It just elevates that price point as well. People think you did something.
Well, it's funny because I had one chef that used to use that soup as on top of steak.
There you
But
go.
he'd
Oh, yeah.
freeze it.
No, there you go.
They'd freeze it
I love it. Yep. No, yep.
and cube it.
I love everything about it. All right. So we're going to go to the
That
tomato
blew my
bisque.
mind. You blew my mind.
Oh,
What a
Jay,
great way to finish the week.
I like to bring a little change to you once in a while. It's like I'm only doing this show for you.
You said non-legend. You just legend.
I just like to do this show for you. That's a lobster foam, man. Come on. That was classic in my pear tree days with Scott Yeager. He's the one that really taught me that. He's the legend. I'm just a legend that never was. Tomato bisque, my friend. Classic tomato bisque.
Oh,
this is not a pureed soup.
You need a little grilled cheese.
I need a little cheese. I would love a grilled cheese sandwich. You want to make me a grilled cheese sandwich, Jay? Love it.
I would have. You know what? I just had.
This smells delicious. It actually it's like roasted. It's like a roasted tomato. Like yeah, it is. Tomato roasted pepper bisque. Like I actually didn't read the label.
You didn't have to read it. You could smell it.
Oh yeah, and this one's with the Gouda actually. So it's got Gouda cheese in it.
And you wonder why we're in the top. You wonder why we're in the top 25 podcast.
Oh, Jay. Yep, there's Gouda cheese in there. I got the right one.
Is it good for you?
Smoky. Oh, Jay. I don't know how you made it to the top 25 with those puns. Jeez.
Apparently the bar is pretty low.
They're pretty low there, my friend. What's going on? I thought everybody was about podcasts and then COVID. Jeez. Jay, this is delicious. It's not like your normal tomato soup.
Well, it doesn't look like
the smokiness, the
it
Gouda. I actually bit into a tomato as well, so it's not.
Did you bite a
mushy.
tomato?
Yeah, there was like a tomato in here. It wasn't mushy, you know, onion,
it wasn't watery.
I love this, Jay. And it's smoky. You know, you're not used to smoky flavor. This is grand. This is grand, Jay.
Okay, what are you gonna throw on this one? Good, great, or wow, chef?
I'm not putting my spoon down, so just put a wow. I'm not putting my spoon down. You just throw a wow there.
There you go.
I'm gonna continue eating.
3 wows. 3 wows.
Oh,
do we have one more soup? Or is that it?
We do. No, but I got a chicken curry. I left this to the end. You know why? I would probably say green Thai curry is like one of the hardest things to make. Why?
Yeah, why?
Curry in generals are hard. Like the flavor profiles, it's just really hard to get to. That's why when people do it well, they do it well. When you taste one,
there's got to be like 1,000 curries.
Oh, there's hundreds of thousands of curries, man. But I would say there's a top 10 list for everybody, right? Okay. Green Thai curry and red Thai, yellow Thai curry hits the top when you're in a Vietnamese restaurant for sure, right? And it's not easy to make. I literally tried doing it the other day, and I'm like, it's missing something. It's missing. There's like a depth that is really hard to get. So I'm excited to see if the depth exists. So sorry, I'm spooning it out here, but I got to show you the chunk. So real chicken, real veggies. Usually like lemongrass and lime leaves.
Oh,
Lime leaves go in here. So cilantro and basil, and that's why usually it's really super
lots of
colorful.
smell. I can smell
Lots
it
of
already.
it's. I can smell it. Smell-o-vision.
Oh, it smells good though.
Smell-o-vision. Okay, so smells delicious. I wish I had a bowl of rice with me,
Yeah,
but it's like 9 a.m. here, so it's a little too early for that.
little too early. Breakfast rice.
Is there rice in here? No, there's no rice in here. You know what? The chicken is so tender, cubed up,
Yeah,
real chicken. Yeah,
yeah. Real chicken.
hot. It's hot, Jay.
Good soup, chef.
I'm sniffing because it's not spicy. Don't worry. It's just hot, like temperature wise.
Yeah.
I left it on the. Yeah, no, this is delicious, Jay.
Okay, what were
I
you
would
gonna
have
go?
no issues with this. I would see if people would actually. No, there's the spice. It's a coming. It's a little lingering spice.
It's
There it is.
coming.
There it is. It's coming to say, "Hey, how are you?"
All right.
Jay, all wows,
All
no issues. You know what? There's actually rice in here.
is
Yeah,
it? I thought
yeah,
there was
it's
rice in it.
yeah, it is. It's rice. I'm just reading the little
So
description. Yeah,
four
there's a little
wows
rice in here.
today. You threw four
So
wows out
technically,
today.
it is a soup. It is a soup, but again, with the rice, I wouldn't serve it with rice. Then sorry. So it is technically a soup. It's amazing, Jay. You know why?
What would you
Labor
do
is
with it, chef?
zero.
What would you do with
I
it
would
though?
serve this as a soup. This one, because there's rice already mixed into it, I
Yeah.
wouldn't try to cheat and serve it as a curry. There's already clearly there's rice in it,
Yeah.
right? So this is a green Thai chicken curry rice. The other, like the tomato,
Yeah.
has the different applications for sure. You can do it as the soup. You can use it as a base. You know what? You can throw that into a lasagna,
Ooh.
instead of your like tomato sauce would be
Yeah.
delicious. You
Yeah.
know, vegetarian. Yeah, bisque. You saw the different
Yeah.
applications of the bisque. This I would say just serve it as this. It's same as the beef. Like it's a soup. Serve it as a
It's a
soup.
soup. It's a
And
soup.
why did I give all four wows? Because there's no labor involved, man.
None.
Like I paid $0 for somebody to almost like, you paid half an hour and you just created four soups that would have taken you 8. You know what? I have somebody doing this kind of stuff. Only 2 recipes can be made in 8 hours. By the time
No.
they prep, yeah, absolutely. By the time they prep it, make it, cool it down, and package it properly,
Mm-hmm.
8 hours, two products. So I just made 4 products in a matter of like half an hour. So labor, like you can save 60 grand in labor right there.
Okay.
A year.
For you. If
Hi.
I'm running a restaurant, okay, I got
Yeah.
a restaurant. I got a little
I'll
retail
just keep
side.
eating. You go for it.
I
Yeah.
got a little retail side.
Mm-hmm.
Could I sell that? They put these soups in these mason yard jars now, and they sell them for $10 for a mason jar of soup. Could you do that with this product?
Ethically speaking, I wouldn't. Technically speaking, yes, you can.
Okay.
If you're a restaurant and if you're a
I know.
restaurant, you're
You got to go
serving
through all
it,
the
it's different.
rules. You got to go through
No,
all the rules.
if you're a restaurant, you're serving it is different. You're a chain restaurant, you're a hotel, you're serving it's different.
Yeah.
To slap your name on it, it's
Well,
just a
no, but
spit
if
in
you
the face
tweak
to
it a little.
Campbell's. It's a spit in the face to Campbell's, my friend.
Sorry, no.
You
No,
can't.
do
Sure,
that.
if you use it as base for something else,
Yeah.
by all means.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna just put it in a
I love
jar,
these products so much. I'm just trying to see
oh,
how
this
nice.
is delicious. If I don't see this level in the retail world. This is a food
No.
service product, right? So
This is
So,
way
yeah, so-
higher.
no, this
Way
is way
higher.
higher for sure. The Verve brand, right? Verb's the word.
Verb's the word. There you go. 4
Thank you for
wows.
breakfast. Oh, it's awesome.
Great breakfast, eh?
Breakfast of
can't believe you
champions,
made
my friend.
I can't believe you made a
Lobster
What is that?
foam. Lobster foam. Lobster cappuccino. Instead
Is
of
that
a coffee, we
normally
have
how
lobster
you do
cappuccino.
foam? Is that normally how you do foam?
Yeah, you can stick a cream-based product that is a proper consistency into that. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, you can do it.
Mhm.
So that's why I just did it for you. Yeah, like a cream base, and it has to be warm. If it gets cold, it's literally lobster whipped cream. Might have an application for lobster whipped cream one day. I don't know.
Mhm.
Hey, there's been crazier things out there. So
Exactly.
so honestly, and then if you take this and you add the crab and more lobster and more crab and stuff and put it on top of your steak, it becomes your steak. What is it? Neptune, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
yeah, 70s. Thanks.
Or you can use it as your base in other things. Like if you're making a crab dip or something and you want that lobster punch, why not? You get a little bit more seafood flavor in there, right? So,
What are you looking at your watch? Why are you looking at your watch?
people need me sometimes.
Okay, I know.
I worry. I'm not
So
timing you, but I'm impressed that it's only 9:30 and
I know.
we're able to, because it's so easy with the. I'm just going to continue eating though. I'm sorry.
Okay, you just enjoy your soup.
I did
So
enjoy my
everyone,
soup. Thank you.
so just a recap. Chef threw out their 4 wows today on all the Verve soup from Campbell's.
Oh, awesome. So
Yeah,
the other ones
4.
out there,
Oh, there's tons.
if Campbell's is listening, oh, Bombay butter chicken. I have a love interest with butter chicken for sure. I would love to taste that one.
Yeah.
If it's yeah, absolutely.
That's a soup?
Anything can be a soup as soon as you get the right consistency, my friend.
Really? Anything?
Coffee soup, why not?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I can make it into soup.
All right.
Sorry, I'm going to stop eating. It's rude. But thank you, Campbell's, for this amazing product.
So thanks,
I know.
Campbell's.
But don't forget, look at all these products that you can literally minestrone, vegetable, cream of chickens. So those are all
Is
the
that like a
pouches as well.
chef Christmas catalog?
It gives you so many different options for this world that you can go through the Verve, you can check the pricing, and then there's the condensed tubs as well, which we're very familiar with as well. Takes less room in your freezer. You add the water and cream yourself, right? Then there's a shelf stable like stocks and stuff you would see in the retail world, but you can still use in the food service. Right? So there's so many different products, artisan frozen stocks. So there's a lot of options for Campbell's. We could probably sit here for 2 hours and go through them, but alas, we're all busy, and I won't do that to you.
There you go.
Please
So the other
contact your
thing too
Cisco
is
provider.
Campbell's in soup company. They know what they're doing.
You know what? And it's not just the soup company, because they have like the V8s and the Goldfish and the Pedigree Farms and everything. So it's not just the soup company.
I know.
It's
They
a whole
got
world of
lasagnas.
things.
They got like
Yeah.
we did the thing with Chef Ellie the other day, just around the lasagnas and different things.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to go back to my Gouda soup while you send this off.
There you go. So anyways, thanks to everyone else.
So
enjoy our shows. We're back next week. Oh, we have a crazy week of shows coming up next week. All live, 100%. We have plant-based next week. We got Nate with social media. Kraft Heinz is back with another show. Back of the house. Stir Communications, restaurant marketing. We got tons coming.
I'm back next week, ain't I? Am I back next week?
Yeah, Patax.
I'm back next week with Patax. Our friendly neighbors of C.W. Shasky and Patax.
Patax.
Lovely.
I know.
Lovely.
So, anyways, you go over and go to the airport. Say hi to everyone. Congratulate.
We're gonna go congratulate. The teams are flying back in a couple hours. We're gonna go say hello and
like
congratulate them.
Do you have a sign?
I have a big flag. I'm gonna, Jay, a Persian guy walking into an airport and making a loud announcement. Sometimes not the smartest thing to do. So
all right, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna wear the Canadian flag first on my chef jacket, and then we'll see.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right.
So, anyways, to everyone else, have a great rest of your weekend. And thanks, Chef. And we'll chat later.
My pleasure. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.